are a few ways to reveal the hidden desire of the hero, which is always the shadow. And the shadow, by definition, is the absence of love, written in the first. Write this way when you feel jealous, hurt, angry, bitter, resentful, lonely, needy, prideful, delighting in evil, wanting someone else to suffer, wanting the world to suffer, delighting in other people's misfortunes, holding grudges, keeping record of wrongs, feeling greedy, slothful, lustful, and gluttonous. These are just a few of the lower energies, the shadow. The first is called the flashback scene. The flashback scene is something that you would see, a memento, a picture, a video, a scene that is revealed maybe in a show, in a movie, in a play. Whatever that specific scene is, you, the journal artist, will repaint it in creative writing. You are pulling the audience back with you to a vivid scene of something that you have gone through. Maybe something traumatic, hurtful, hateful, something with a very strong significance, a heavy valence. What was happening? What was it like? Free write. This could also be a good scene that turned bad. The second way of revealing the hidden desire is called the unsent confession letter. You can journal as if you're writing a letter to a specific person that may be causing said turmoil in your spirit, or a person that inspires you to be better, a person that inspires you to love more. It could be in the positive or in the negative, it doesn't matter. As long as your heart is resonating heavily over this specific person, then the unsent confession letter is the appropriate way of journaling for you in that moment. It's important to note that this letter is designed for you, not for the actual person you are addressing to. This letter is unsent. I have to emphasize this because most of what this letter will reveal is your shadow truth, or in other words, your subconscious id. This can be an insight about an event, a conversation, a feeling, experience that happened between you and that person you are addressing this confession letter to. It gives you deeper insight about the situation, about yourself, and about the other person. And maybe, if you're lucky, even about life. This may also be the last will letter, something you would write to that specific person if you were to die today. What would you say? How would you break your heart open? Write from the heart, write in the first. Some questions to consider when writing the unsent letter. Was there anything unsaid between you and the other person that must be revealed? If the other person could hear your true inner thoughts, what would your heart be saying? And last, why is this particular letter important to express? The third type of journaling in the first, to reveal the dual desires, is writing a love letter to future and past self. The secret to authentic journaling is courage to express what has been suppressed. Write as if nobody will ever read it. That is the key ingredient to authentic writing. This is a direct love letter, perhaps to the very person who has been tucked away inside your heart, the person you miss, the person you want to honor the memory of, the person you want to be, could be, should be, and will become. It's the mental exercise of performing naked in front of the world. Some questions to consider while writing the love letter to self. What's been troubling you? What things are you processing right now? What real-time events are unfolding that you need to revisit? What are some things that you want for yourself, that you hope for yourself? What are some things about the past that you want to leave in the past? And what are some things in the past that you want to learn the lesson from and apply to your present perfect moment and to your future? The fourth way of journaling to reveal the dual desires of the hero is called Message in a Bottle. You are to write to a trusted and beloved friend for comfort, for confession, for seshing out, for processing your pain. This person on the other end is someone who loves you unconditionally, good, bad, ugly, and super ugly. If in reality no such friend actually exists, which isn't atypical by the way, you're not alone in this, you can make believe a friend or place your faith upon a God who is defined, confined, and refined in the definitions of 1 Corinthians 13. That said, you can always write in such a way that there is a friend that you imagine on the other end who does love you unconditionally. Some questions to consider while writing. 1. What would you like to tell this friend? What lessons, insights, and understanding did you learn from? 2. What have you experienced that reflects your deepest hopes, regrets, worries, cares, concerns, passions, and dreams? And 3. What would you say to this friend if you wanted to look out for this friend, knowing what you know now? The ordinary world and the call to adventure. Journaling the first is the first step in getting to know the ordinary world of the hero, you. You must come forward with full honesty in who your character is if you want your call to adventure to reveal itself. The kindred hero. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. The serpent. Genesis 3:5, New International Version.